So this is going to be a video of me talking about my trip to Massachusetts. Now, most people who do this, I'm pretty sure, like, film while they're there. I didn't do that. Great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I didn't even take any pictures. That was just because I had such a great time. I really enjoyed myself. It's raining outside, which makes everything so much louder. But yeah, I had such a great time, and I just didn't want to be on my phone. I wanted to experience the trip without having my phone out 24/7. And realizing this, I am planning on having more trips through the summer with my family. So I have like a point and shoot Sony camera that I never really use. I just need to find the charger for the battery and I can use that. So if I can figure out how to do that, I think I'm going to bring that on future ones so I can actually film and show you guys what is happening. So yeah, I don't have any video or even pictures of any of this, so I'm just going to sit down and kind of tell you what happened. Yeah, before we even left, I figured out that the tri-fold toiletry case that I showed in my previous packing video, it wasn't gonna fit. I finally was able to put all of the things in it that I wanted, and I could not fit it in with my clothes and the electronics and everything. So I ended up taking a different toiletry case. It's actually one that my mom had bought, just because she thought she would need it for a business trip that she was going on, but that ended up not being able to happen. So she just gave it to me to use for this trip, and I actually really enjoyed it. Another big fail was that I did end up bringing 2 bags. I really wanted to try and fit it into one bag. I really thought that I could, but it was just too small. So I had this blue crossbody small bag that my mom had bought for us a few years ago for doing trips like this, and we had already planned on bringing it, and so my mom just said, oh, just throw a few things in there, and I was like, you know, I can do that. That would be logical. So that's what I did. But I was able to bring everything that I needed, and Sunday morning we were off. The trip down was pretty easy. My mom has driven from here in Maine all the way to Providence, Rhode Island by herself multiple times in her life. So majority of the way she actually felt pretty comfortable. So I didn't really have to do a whole heck of a lot of navigating. It wasn't until we actually got into Massachusetts that she needed more of my help, just because she wanted to make sure we got off the right exit and that we were going the right direction. So we ended up stopping in Burlington to try a bakery called Twist Bakery. This is a all gluten-free bakery. It is also peanut-free except for coconut, and fish-free? I'll have to double check. Basically, it's a bakery that accommodates the most common allergens out there. And there's 3 different allergens. I believe that it's gluten, peanuts except for coconut, and fish that aren't in any of their products. And then all the other allergens like dairy and egg, it's by item. So some items have dairy, some don't. Or some items have eggs and some don't. And I was really excited because it has been so long since I've been able to actually like go somewhere and eat something. So I've had to make it all at home, so I was really excited to try it. I ended up trying a apple cinnamon muffin that they had. And not only was it delicious, but it was safe. Oh, I was so excited. We ended up stopping there a lot, which you'll hear in this video, but yeah, we stopped at their Burlington location first, and I had a muffin, my mom had the blueberry lemon scone, which she loved, and my sister had the whoopie pie, which she liked, but she's not a fan of dark chocolate, and it was made with dark chocolate, so she didn't like that, but she said it was okay. So, from there, we crossed the main road to the Burlington Mall, where we went to Primark. Now, I had heard of Primark, but I had never been to one, and I was very excited to go. And I actually bought this that you see me wearing right now. It is a quarter zip gray sweatshirt. I have been looking for a quarter zip sweatshirt to wear, just because I think it looks a little bit nicer, so when I'm not feeling well and I want something warm, I can throw this on and feel a little bit more put together than just one of my hoodies. Especially like my gray one, because it's just getting quite old. It has some holes in it. It's got a bunch of stains on it. It's not to the point where I'm ready to throw it away. It's just, now it's a home only sweatshirt because I have this to wear out now. So yeah, I bought this just thinking it would be nice and it's something I wanted, and I actually ended up wearing it for the entire trip. I wore it pretty much every day because I didn't really bring a sweatshirt to wear. And so I wore this in the hotel a lot. I even wore it out because the weather said it was meant to be warm and sunny, like in the 70s and 80s. It ended up being very cloudy and rainy, and in like the 50s for a majority of the trip, so this came in handy. From there, we went back to Twist to pick up some more goodies to try at the hotel room, and went to our hotel in Franklin. Now, this hotel room it was interesting. A lot happened. It was fine. Like, I didn't get sick because of something in the hotel room. None of us, like, were in pain. Nothing really bad happened. It was just a lot of inconvenient things that just made the whole stay not fun. But I'll get into those as we get through the days. Once we got to the hotel, we kind of just sat down, chilled, unpacked, looked around, saw what was there. The hotel room we booked had a kitchen in it, so we had a full-size fridge, we had 2 burners for a stove, it had a dishwasher and a microwave, and it had like plates and cutlery and things like that already in it. We did bring our own frying pan, just because frying pans that they might have had, it could have had burnt on food, which could have had wheat, which I would have had a reaction to. It could have had a scratch in it, which again could hold wheat. You can't really clean it, so I would have a reaction to it. So yeah, we bought our own frying pan, and we brought some of our own food from home, mainly because we were staying in Massachusetts. It was going to be a lot of the same grocery stores, so we knew that we could get a lot of the same food that we normally get. I just lost every train of thought that I had. How do I do that? Yeah, we knew that we could pick up food, so we just tried our best to bring food that we knew that we wanted, that we already had at the house, that we could just bring with us. And even then, we forgot a lot. A lot. We planned on bringing a pack of apple juice boxes, because that's what I really like, and the juice boxes are just easy, convenient, we can bring it with us. We completely forgot those. We forgot a spatula. We wanted to bring a spatula. We forgot that. Well, I say we forgot a lot. I've said 2 things that we forgot. Oh. We wanted to bring bread for sandwiches, and no, I remembered the bread. What did we forget? I'm so bad at that. Oh, we had also for the juice boxes, there was a mixed berry one that my sister and my mom really like. I can't have it, but they wanted to bring that. A lot of snacks that we had planned to bring, we completely forgot about. So we had to rebuy those when we got to the store. We forgot seasonings, so we had to buy all of those, but everything else was kind of like planned. So we went to the closest market basket, picked up our groceries, and pretty much just vegged in the hotel room. We had some rice for dinner with some chicken and veggies, I think. Then for dessert we had more of our twist things. I bought a cake pop. It was actually my first ever cake pop because when cake pops were becoming really popular was about the same time I stopped eating wheat, and I just had never found a gluten-free cake pop that I wanted to eat, and I don't really make cakes very often, so I never had like the materials to like make my own. So it was there, and I kind of just wanted to try it, so I did. And the thing with gluten-free baked goods is they tend to be very mushy, because the things that give like a regular cake some bounce is the gluten in it. And these cakes don't have that, otherwise I couldn't eat it. So it has a lot of replacements for the gluten, and that can leave it very squishy and very spongy. So when you put that into a cake pop, which is just basically cake scraps and frosting shoved into a ball shape and put on a stick, it's very much just like cake mush in your mouth. That being said, I loved it. And I don't know what this says about me, if I just prefer cake mush, which makes me sound like a 5-year-old, but I liked it. Definitely something nobody else liked but me, but my mom bought a chocolate chip cookie, which were great. I mean, it's a chocolate chip cookie, I don't have much to say about it, but it was good. And I believe my sister bought a blueberry muffin, which she had the next morning. So Tuesday, we pretty much were planning on being more of a, not Tuesday, we're not on Tuesday, we're on Monday. So Monday, we got up, we planned on having it be slightly more of a chill day, just really exploring, going wherever we wanted. We were thinking about going to maybe a museum or something, but Monday was actually the Boston Marathon, so we kind of scrapped that because we figured it would just be really busy, and we'd rather stay where we were in Franklin because it's a little further removed from Boston, so it wouldn't be so busy. And I'm very glad we decided to do that because I had a bad flare-up. It wasn't too bad at the beginning of the day. Me and my sister started out doing some of our schoolwork. It didn't really bother me then. It wasn't until we left to do our first round of shopping that I started to kind of feel it. I just felt really groggy, I had really bad brain fog, I just wasn't doing great. So we went to a Target, and it had a Home Goods TJ Maxx right next to it, so we went to both. And my mom could tell that I wasn't doing so great, so she offered to buy me this blanket. It's a blue, very soft knit blanket we found at TJ Maxx, because I was really struggling with being really cold, because I didn't think to bring a blanket, again, because I thought it would be really warm. I know I did think about it. I don't remember if I said it in my packing video, but I definitely was thinking about bringing a blanket and completely forgot it. I did feel kind of bad because I have a lot of throw blankets, because I'm very cold all the time, so I use them, but I just feel really bad because she just bought me one for Christmas just a few months ago, and now she's buying me another one just because I forgot it. So I did feel kind of bad, but I definitely really enjoy it now, especially now that it's warmer, because a lot of my throw blankets are thicker because that's how I have always enjoyed them. But having one that's a little bit thinner is nice, especially if I've already put on a lot of layers, because I've been moving around. Then I can just throw a lighter blanket on top and be nice and warm. Also, it is Finn's favorite. Yesterday, from the day I'm filming this, me and Finn were cuddled up on it, and he very much enjoys this blanket. So, very worth it. But I still felt kind of guilty about it. But after we went shopping, we decided to head back to the room because I really just needed a little bit more downtime, and plus we needed to have some lunch. So we did that, and I started to feel it in my stomach and in my back. It hurt a lot. I still don't fully know why. It just was kind of just a random flare, and that happens to me sometimes, which sucks. I would love to know why, but we're not there yet. From there, we decided to do the second round of shopping for the day, which was stopping at the local Dollar Tree to pick up a spatula, because like I said, we had forgotten one and the room didn't come with one, so we needed to buy one. So we just bought a cheap one from the dollar store. And because I was in a lot of pain and it really wasn't going away, and I had already taken Tylenol for it, I decided to buy some Tylenol PM from there, because that's another thing I forgot, because I figured I would probably need it that night, which I did. We stopped at the Shaw's next door to it just so I could use the bathroom, which definitely helped the situation. Just relieving some pressure in my organs, digestive tract, I don't know, but I've always noticed that sometimes when I'm in pain, I need to just do my thing in the bathroom, and I come back and it just relieves some pain and it can start reducing it. So from there we decided to head to Millis, which is the second Twist Bakery location. I believe it is their original location actually. And it is a lot less busy than the Burlington location, so if you try Twist and you really like it but it's a little too busy, if you can head to the Mills location, I recommend it because it's way less busy and it's the exact same menu. We headed there, and which took about 20 minutes, and just being able to sit in the car with the seat heater on my back, I was like, whoa. I felt so much better by the time we got there. So when we got there, we decided that we would buy dinner there, because not only does the bakery sell baked goods, they also have an entire food menu. A lot of it is breakfast-based foods, but they do have some sandwiches and I think some quesadillas and things like that. Let's see. My sister ended up getting their BLT sandwich, my mom got their pulled pork sandwich, and I got their pulled pork quinoa bowl, which I was very excited about. One, because it sounded delicious, and two, because I've been trying to eat more quinoa, but I wasn't quite sure like how to make it into a bowl. I wasn't sure what ingredients I wanted, so this is definitely something I can try and recreate myself now that I'm home. I loved it. It was so good. My mom loved the sandwich, and so did my sister, so that was all great. We also bought some dessert there. I feel like this video is actually just my review of Twist Bakery. We've loved it, in case you couldn't tell. We went there a lot on this trip. Very worth it. But yeah, we bought some desserts there. I got a lemon square, which was like the first thing we bought that I was like, it's fine. I've made lemon squares before, and and me and my mom both prefer those to the ones we bought, just because the one we bought, the topping, the lemon curd on the top, was a little runny. It wasn't very firm, but it tasted perfectly fine. We were all happy to eat it. My mom got a apple tart, which she loved, and my sister got their birthday cake cookie, which is like a sugar cookie with the frosting and sprinkles on top, which she really loved. Me and my mom thought was just okay, but my sister loves anything birthday cake flavored, so it makes sense that she absolutely loved it. The next day, feeling better, feeling great, which is perfect because we went to the Southwick Zoo. This was my thing that I really wanted to go and do when we were there. I was really happy we got to go. Unfortunately, the day that we went, it was very cold and windy. I had planned on wearing a jumpsuit, which was like a tank top. I threw this quarter zip over it because it was cold that morning, but I figured, oh, I'll just take it off when we get there when it's warmer. Yeah, no, I never did that because it stayed windy and cold the whole time. But luckily, it was a nice, fun day activity. I really loved going to see the animals. They had a deer sanctuary where you could actually go in and feed the deer, pet the deer, which my sister loved. They had a train. It's a train. It's not actually on tracks. It's more like a truck with like trolleys that look like a train. But you can go through and you see some local wildlife. They have some geese, some turkey. I believe there's some moose, some elk in there. So more common things that you would see in Massachusetts. They also have a sky safari, but that wasn't running when we were there, so we didn't get to do that. But it will basically take you, it's like a ski lift looking seat, and it takes you like around this loop and shows you all the animals from above. And on these trips, I've been wanting to try and get some magnets to remember it by. So I got this axolotl magnet that says Southwick Zoo. I think it's really cute. I enjoyed my time there. I believe we ended up spending 2 or 3 hours there. So it's not super long. But it's a nice day activity to go see some animals, spend the day outside. I really enjoyed it. Then that leads us to Wednesday. Wednesday was our final day. No, we're not at Wednesday. We're still at Tuesday. Because, oh my god, I forgot to completely mention everything that happened at the hotel. Pause for hotel madness. I forgot to say it. Because surprise, I remember the positive things. Very positive, glass half full kind of person. So, didn't immediately come to my mind. But, like I said before, we had some problems with the hotel room. One of which was the dishwasher didn't work. We had opened it up, and there was like a bunch of like stale water at the bottom of it, which smelled really bad and made the whole room smell. So we had to call maintenance. They came Monday to fix it, but it turns out it couldn't be fixed, but he at least cleaned up like the bottom so it didn't smell anymore, which was very nice. But because of that, housekeeping chose not to come into our room. So Tuesday, the day before we needed to leave, none of our trash had been taken out, and we were never given any extra towels. And we also were never given something to hang outside the door, which we had noticed some people had hung, that said that they wanted housekeeping to come, but we were never given one of those, so we didn't know if that was because the reason they didn't come in or what, but we never saw housekeeping come into our room ever the entire time we were there. So Tuesday, my mom had to call down and ask for towels and for our trash to be taken care of, and they said that they would send they would send housekeeping up. So yeah, my mom had to call down to the front desk to ask for more towels and for housekeeping to come and take care of our trash, and they said they'd send them up right away. We waited 2 hours and they never did. So my mom called down again and they said that nobody from housekeeping was there and that she would have to come down herself. And what really made my mom upset was that the manager of the hotel as well as the head of housekeeping were there, and neither one of them said anything to her. She just got the towels and she requested a bigger trash bag because we had a lot of trash because nobody had come to take our trash for 3 days. So we were very disappointed. Okay. My recording just stopped randomly. Not sure why, but we'll get back to it. Yeah, we were really disappointed in the hotel. It was really nice because we could make food, I was safe, I wasn't sick at all, but we just weren't really taken care of very well, and that was very disappointing for us. So Wednesday comes, so now we're at Wednesday. We've taken our showers because my mom got the towels, and we have picked up, we've packed, and we decided to leave early. Again, because we were very disappointed in the hotel, we didn't want to stay longer than we needed. So once we were ready to go, we just left. We decided to stop back in Burlington to get lunch at Twist Bakery one last time, as well as go back to the mall because we really liked Primark, because my mom wanted some of their t-shirts and I wanted a new sweatshirt because, again, my sweatshirts are just getting kind of old and I need to replace them soon, and they were a really nice price there, so I wanted to get them. So I got this purple hoodie. Don't want to unfold it too much, but yeah, I got this purple hoodie. It says Relaxing Sunday on it. It's very soft, very comfortable. I am a big fan of it. Very happy with my purchase. I also planned on stopping at the Sephora at that mall to pick up a few things, but they were out of everything that I needed. So I didn't end up getting anything at Sephora. Then we went to Twist for lunch. My mom got the same sandwich because that's just really what she wanted. And she said it was much better hot than it was cold out of the fridge, which is how she had it on Monday. My sister had the ultimate grilled cheese, which she said that she really enjoyed. And I had the, how do you pronounce it again? The turkey Florentine sandwich, which was very good, but the bread, it came on a brioche bun, which was made in-house. It had almost no structural integrity, so it was a little messy to eat, but overall was very good. I would order it again. I would just make sure I had a knife and fork on me so I can eat it a little bit easier once it starts to fall apart. We also got some treats for back home. They have like English muffins you can buy and cinnamon rolls. We ended up going for the banana bread, which was delicious, and a few treats for when we got home. My mom got another blueberry scone. What did Audrey get? I don't remember what Audrey got, but I got one of their cheesecakes, which was okay. I think it's because it had been sitting out for a little bit. When I ate it, it wasn't like great, think they have some better stuff, but it was okay. I would eat it again. From there, we planned on going and stopping in, what's it called? We planned on stopping in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, just for like a bathroom break, and we stop at the Aldi that's there, so we had planned a bathroom break, pick up any snacks if anybody needed it, or anything we thought we might need because we're headed home. And I went to put in the directions so we could get there, and it was in a county, but I didn't know how to pronounce the county, so I clicked on it so I could see how to pronounce it, but I didn't realize that I didn't go back to the original directions, and so I directed us to not the right spot. Which at the time made me very upset, because I take a lot of pride in navigating and getting it right, and so when I get it wrong, I take it very hard. But now I'm like, okay, so you did it wrong. You were only like 30 minutes off. And it wasn't like we needed to be home at a certain time, so my mom wasn't even like that upset about it. I was definitely the one the most upset about the situation. But I calmed down, and now I feel better, and now I know that it's okay. Not only is it okay that I got it wrong and we're totally fine, but also how to double check that I have the right directions in my phone. I did learn that. So that's great. Learning experiences, we love that. But yes, we did end up making it to Portsmouth. Just took that pit stop. Are you coming upstairs? Yes. Okay, I'm filming a video. You want to be in the outro? Fluffy man wants to say hello. Okay. You gonna be here? No. He's gonna sniff the tripod. Well, I'll make this short. We just came home after that. I think we stopped at Target to pick up a few things. But yeah, that was our trip. I was very nervous for this trip because Niagara had gone so well. I didn't know if it was like a fluke. Do you want to go out in the hallway? Niagara had gone so well. I was crossing my fingers it wasn't like a fluke and that this was going to go terribly. And although it wasn't perfect, I still really enjoyed it and had a great time. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and comment down below if you've ever been to Massachusetts and what you did. I'd love to know what you did. Please subscribe because it really helps me out, and I will see you in my next video.